So it started as a 201 M-Tronic saw, and it still is an M-Tronic saw because it still has a metering box on it, but it has a velocity stack now with this air cleaner because just this was all busted. So this is a 193 lid flipped upside down with a hole in it, and the velocity stack actually holds this on there just to protect it, so when it's in the tree, keep things out of it. We put some stickers on it to make it look cool. But anyway, the AV mounts are ripped out of it, so I had to find other AV mounts out of another 201, and the handle was broke, so we had to find another piece of the handle, and just, you know, basically rummage for parts. All right. So we found all the parts, and you can see it's like hurt here, you know, like it's been to battle. It's been hurt. So it's a 201, so it's a Strato saw, right? So the Strato holes now on this saw are actually welded shut, and they're actually a boost port. Okay, above the intake, I've modified it and moved it around that much. Now this saw actually has a 200T piston in it now, and I cut like, I have to look in my book, but I'm pretty sure it's like 840 thousandths or something. I cut off that base to move that up that far. It has a 6-degree taper in it, in the combustion chamber on it now, right? I've been in this metering box and worked on it a little bit to modify it to do what I wanted to do, to be able to tune to this, because you can actually do that, but we're not going to get into all that. And see what else. So there's no welding on the piston, so I've actually machined the cylinder enough that I've had to cut the piston to match the taper in the combustion chamber. Welded the Strato hole shut, ground a boost port in it with finger ports. It's got the 2 pipes and the muffler on it. And I've worked on the timing a little bit here by basically moving where the coil's at, not moving the flywheel. Because I moved the coil because I didn't want to move the flywheel, because the thing is if you move the flywheel on these and not the coil, what'll happen is it will, so the stator, basically like your freaking crank position sensor, is simple terms is what you want to call it, is in behind that flywheel, and then it has 12 volt. Well, anyway, if that gets changed, then it'll change the timing and it won't fire the coil when it's supposed to, because, well, I don't know, it's just stuff I learned. But I learned that if you move the coil and not change it on the flywheel, that the saw will adapt better to the timing than it will changing it on the flywheel, especially on an M-Tronic auto tune steel. This is just something I learned. So this I probably have 100 hours in just a cylinder on this saw, and I don't care. I did it for my friend Cody, but this saw will get climbed with some, but his go-to saw is going to be a 2511, but this is just something we built, so he had a cool 201, and, you know, I'm not really, not that I wouldn't build another one for somebody else, but, I mean, you know, you would have $3 grand in it until I was done with it, just saying. And I have a piece of pantyhose we're going to, whatever you want to call it, them things women wear, a piece of pantyhose we're going to put over this to try to help even more, so. Alright, well, we're going to go run this thing some more, and then we'll put that on this video too. And yeah, that's Stankenstein. So Stankenstein, before I leave, has 100-degree exhaust in it now. It has a 84.5 intake in it. It has 15,000 squish, a 200T piston, 6-degree taper, boost port, finger ports, non-strato. Cut the divider out, it has a bolt-on intake, so cut the divider out, you know what I mean, in the intake, so it's one hole now, but it all goes right to one. Like, I've got the intake's huge in it, so more better?
Yeah, this is nice.
I know, right? Runs good, don't it?
Runs good. It dug right into that.
Yeah. All right, I'm turning this off. He likes it.